Okay, so I'm in a bad mood. So I am going to try to think about anything else. Um, so right now we are going to do some of uh, my empties and favorites and some products I don't like so much. Um, so we will start with my empties. I got all these from Dollar Tree, the Skin Nutrition Botanicals. I have the niacinamide 5%, the tea tree and caffeine. I have the multi-peptide aging serum and the Glow Up Hyaluronic Acid 2% with the rice ferment night booster. I got these four. I love them all. If I was gonna say I had a least favorite, it would probably be the tea tree power. But I mean, I like them all. I felt like they all really made a huge difference in my skin. They definitely kept my skin going when I couldn't afford my normal skincare routine. Um, so they definitely kept my skin from looking awful when I was in a serious pinch, which I am again, and I'm definitely in the market to buy those again here soon. So, no matter how much money I have or don't have, I will definitely always try to have those on hand because I was that impressed by them. And just to give you kind of an idea of what we're working with here, this is the probably the most hyped one, the multi-peptide aging serum. The ingredients: water, pretty high up on the list, rice ferment filtrate, um, palmitoyl tripeptide, one palmitoyl tetrapeptide, excuse me. This is the first one is tripeptide. This one's tetrapeptide 7. Um, palmitoyl tripeptide 38. Dipeptide something. um, benzolamide diacetate. Copper peptide. Acetylglucosamine, niacinamide, sodium hyaluronate, tocopherol, which is vitamin E, panthenol, ascorbyl glucosamide, vitamin C, sucrose, caffeine, beta carotene, carbomer, mica, titanium dioxide, and a few other little things in here and there. So that's the ingredient list we're working with. So it's actually filled with what it says it's filled with. The Glow Up Hyaluronic Acid 2%. The first ingredient is Tremella fusiformis polysaccharide. That's the first ingredient. I have no idea what the fuck that is, but I'm guessing something happy. Rice ferment filtrate, lactococcus ferment. So like kind of some probiotic, glycerin. It does have sunflower seed oil. It does have oil in it. Niacinamide, shea butter, tocopherol, vitamin E, caffeine, sucrose. So yeah, this one has a lot of yummy things. So the rice ferment night booster, I'm guessing that those first two ingredients are what are glow boosting. It does make your skin super glowy, like really glowy. It makes your skin look amazing. The niacinamide 5% with squalene. First ingredients right on the top of the list: water, niacinamide, rice ferment filtrate, kojic acid, sucrose, squalene. This is all the top ingredients for black tea ferment, panthenol, zinc gluconate, jojoba. Are you trying to eat my toes? Are you trying to eat my toes? So yeah, like they're here to play. They have, like, it is what it says it is. It's all on the top of the list, too. Hi. So we have some beauty gurus with us. Some beautiful beauty gurus. I'm trying to eat my toes, too. No, mommy's calling you. You're in trouble. So, I also got from the dollar store. I also got the watermelon glow collection. It's kind of like the poor man's water glow recipe through their stuff. I tried it out. It does make you glowy. I don't like the scent. It has a scent to it. I have the original glow recipe right here. This is the OG like glow recipe. So it doesn't really have a scent to it. It has a little bit of a scent, but it just smells like, skincare. It doesn't smell like anything really. And when you put it on, you don't really smell anything. It dries down really fast. So it just makes you super glowy. It has an ass load of niacinamide in all three products. I had the moisturizing gel, which comes in a jar that looks like this. And see, I thought it was more like the watermelon mask, and the watermelon toner and the watermelon serum. And it's basically just three different forms of the same damn thing. So you're just putting on 3 layers of watermelon niacinamide. Is all your watermelon scented niacinamide. That's all you're doing. It makes you super glowy. I didn't like the fragrance. I don't like fragrance on my skin like that because I have really bad skin reactions. Didn't like all the fragrance. I am pretty sure I threw it all out. I didn't even use it all. I just threw it out. It was $1.25, so total it was $3.75. So yeah, I don't like to waste money, but at the same time, it just wasn't worth the headache to take it back or anything like that. Maybe for some people it works better. But there is a cheaper alternative to the glow recipe. It's not Dollar Tree, it's Walgreens. Walgreens makes a watermelon mask just like this. It comes in a heavy glass jar, and it's AHA. It doesn't have the exact same ingredient list as glow recipe does, but it's damn near close to it. And trust me, it gets the job done. So it's pretty much the same thing. It runs about $20, where this jar runs you about $40. I tried to get the Walgreens version because that's more my budget. It was my budget at the time. They ran out. Gosh, you guys, why are you all being so crazy? They're awake. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're on a budget and you want the same effect, get the Walgreens version. I would skip out on the Dollar Tree version. It might work for you, but it's not the watermelon mask. It's not a acidic mask. It's a watermelon moisturizer. So, where do you? Okay. So, yeah, so I would definitely skip out on the Dollar Tree. I wish I had them here to show you. That's my only regret for throwing them away, is I wish I had them here to show you, but I tossed them. I just wasn't really impressed. It was like, it almost like weird looking glow that I had, whereas the glow up gave me like a really nice natural glow, like a glow from within kind of feel. Like I said, I don't care if I had $1 million in the bank right now. I would still buy these. That's how good they are. Like, they are really, really great. The Snail Mucin Essence. This is also Dollar Tree. I like it. It does the same thing as like the Cause RX. I've had that before. The ingredient list. The first ingredients right off the top: water, glycerin, propylene glycol, and snail secretion filtrate, snail poop. I call it snail poop because it's snail poop. So, yeah, and then lactobacillus ferment, which is kind of getting the probiotic world again. That has hyaluronic acid, glycolic acid, all those fun, yummy things. Those are kind of in the middle of the list, but the snail poop's right up at the top, right after water and propylene glycol. It's the third, so that means it's snail poop. Like it's fucking snail poop. It looks just like CosRX. Um, it feels about the same. It works about the same. Do I think CosRX might be slightly better? Yeah. Um, but for 125, it's only slightly better. You can't really beat that. So, a big giant bottle, I think it's like 25-ounce bottle or something, of CosRX is like, or maybe it's like a 15-ounce bottle, something like that. It's $25, which is still really affordable for skincare. So like if you're more of a mid-range person, which when I'm working and I'm going full steam, I'm a mid-range person anymore these days. I'm not the days of my marriage, like the last few years of my marriage, where I can afford expensive skincare like I used to. This is really a splurge for me. And I only bought this because I couldn't get my Walgreens version. But this is, for me, it's worth the splurge. It's worth the extra $20. Because I know I got started by using the original and buying the original. So, yeah, I mean, I've just had I've been using the Glow Recipe one for years and years. It takes a minute, but I use it as a daily serum. I do use it as a mask overnight, but I use it as a daily serum. So after I get out of the shower and wash my face, I put a thin layer on my face rather than just glop it on like a mask. I use it as a serum, and then I put, I don't have any right now, but I like to use Avene Cyclophat. I think that's how you say it. It's kind of like their version of La Roche-Posay's Cicaplast. I like the Avene version. I've never used La Roche-Posay's version. I've used a lot of their other products that I really enjoyed. Their retinol specifically, I really love that product. It does amazing work on your skin. But the Avene Cyclophat moisturizer, I love that stuff. And so you put a light layer of this on as a serum, and then you put the Avene over, and you have glass skin. Like, it's glass skin. And your skin is clear for the most part. I am in premenopause or perimenopause. I am premenopausal. So my periods are all out of whack. My periods don't last as long. And I am one moody bitch. I'm just a moody bitch. I don't got time for nobody's bullshit. I just do not care. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. This last few years, I mean, whew, I'm a moody bitch. I don't even care. But I'm not for nothing. I'm just not moody just to be moody. Usually you have to antagonize me about something, to get me there. But yeah, I'm a moody bitch. So yeah. But I'm never moody with you guys. You're so cute. Mm. Mm. Yeah, you don't need Glow Recipe, do you? You naturally glow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who is that? Is that you? Is that you? Mm-hmm. This is Starlight. She's a little star. Yeah. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh, I love her. Yes. Yes, little baby. Yes, she's a sweetie pie. So, she's so fucking photogenic. They're so cute. God damn it. So yeah, the snail mucin, the Dollar Tree for CosRX having just like an edge on their version. and it's such a price difference. I mean, I'd say get it, try it. It's good stuff. Yeah. So the Cause RX, if you're a mid-range person and you just don't want to see or for whatever reason it's too much of a mental thing for you to be in a Dollar Tree, which I think is a little bit of elitist, but whatever. And I would definitely say try the Walgreens Glow Recipe watermelon mask, and I would say try the Cause RX, because Cause RX is a mid-range brand. Um, but if you're like me and in this economy and you want to save some pennies and you don't always feel like having to budget for higher mid-range to higher end, Dollar Tree has really stepped up their game. They got some really great stuff out there. Those 4 vials are empties. I emptied them out real fast. So, but they definitely got me through a major skincare hump when I couldn't afford anything else. Um, I was using those as moisturizer. Which one was it? The Glow Up hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is moisturizing. I was using that as a moisturizer over my multi-peptide and my niacinamide. I didn't use this very often. It's supposed to treat acne and inflamed skin. That's when I would break it out. So yeah, and I would definitely say pick up this. I'm starting to use this as moisturizer. So instead of Avene right now, because it's not really my budget for this moment, I'm using Glow Recipe and the snail poop. All right. Another empty. I got this a while ago. I've been washing my hands like crazy because I had those 2 kittens and I have these little butt heads, and I've had to wash my hands all the time. So my hands have been getting really dry. So I had this old bottle that I hadn't been using much of, Dead Cool hand cream. It's in the scent Taunt. It's bergamot, vanilla, and amber. I've pretty much used a tube up. It's okay. Is it worth the price? No. I do like her perfume. I think that's worth the price. Do I think her hand cream is? Not so much. I have tried the body lotion. The body lotion is really great. It's a little steep for my taste. That's definitely somebody getting me a Christmas present. But would I get this again? No. But I mean, it was nice. It smells amazing. It does smell amazing. Just for my level of dry hands, with how much I was washing my hands, it just wasn't keeping up. And for that price, it needs to keep up. So, and there's way more affordable options out there that keep up, and they have no fragrance. So, yeah. The next one is a deodorant. So I have to use natural deodorant. I have severe skin issues, and I can't just use any natural deodorant. Like if I buy native deodorant, I have to get the kind without baking soda. If I get the kind without baking soda, I will be in the ER receiving a steroid shot or 2. And because the rash will go from my armpit all the way down to my hips, and it is a bright, angry rash, and it is painful. So, lots of Benadryl, lots of steroids. So I am deeply, deeply allergic to baking soda on my skin, specifically my armpits. I got the native kind, the native deodorant that's for sensitive skin without baking soda. I still had to go into the ER and get a steroid shot. So I tried a new natural deodorant out. I'm always trying new ones. So far, my favorite brand is Mega Babe. It smells good. It doesn't break me out, and it lasts. That's the trick with natural deodorant, is can it hold up and keep you smelling good throughout the day? Because unlike typical deodorant with all the other stuff in it, it has a lot of nasty in it, but it also, you don't have to put deodorant on for 2 days. Sometimes you smell fine. But I haven't worn normal deodorant like Secret or Dove or any of that for years. I switched over to natural deodorant for my health. I got the Unicorn Hello deodorant. It smells great. It smells amazing. It smells awesome. It has an amazing smell to it. And it has no baking soda, parabens, dyes, aluminum staining. And yeah, it does not last. If you use this as your deodorant, you have to shower every day, sometimes twice a day. So when you're using your deodorant that much, it doesn't last for starters. And trust me, if you let's say you take a shower at night and you wake up in the morning, you're going to be smelling a little funky. Not horrible, but you'll have a little funky and have to take another shower the next morning. So yeah, maybe somebody that doesn't have like a natural VO, which is a natural thing. Lots of people, no matter what race, wealth status, or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can have VO. That's why you put on deodorant. Some people, like my ex-husband, for example, he doesn't have to wear deodorant and he doesn't smell. It's really weird. He never wore deodorant when we were married, and I never smelled BO. I'm not that person. I have to wear deodorant in order not to have stinky armpits. So, that's a lot of people. That's why we all wear deodorant. Yeah. This just does not hold up. I'm not like an overly BO person. I'm probably about normal. But yeah, I would say if you're a normal BO person, like you're not super stinky unless you just haven't showered for 2 days and you ran a whole bunch or you were out in the sun for hours or something. Yeah. But like if I'm just chilling at home for a couple days, like the all natural Mega Babe, it lasts. It holds up. I don't have to worry about a shower. I stay fresh. This is not the case with this. It just does not hold up. So yeah, somebody like my ex-husband and he just wants to smell extra nice. Yeah, this might work for you. For a normal person, the average person that wears deodorant, no, I would say skip it. It just does not hold up. It feels great. It smells great. It's basically just a lot of fragrance covering up, for the most part, pretty much. It has great ingredients, but I don't know what Mega Babe does to their deodorant to keep it from not breaking me out and keep me from not smelling. But so far, that's been my go-to. That's the deodorant I like that holds up and it's natural. I like the native sensitive skin. That one holds up too, but it still breaks me out. I have to wear steroid cream with it. So I'm serious. Like I have serious skin allergies. All right. Let's see here. Oh, a perfume. I'm not in the budget for the full bottle. I used to have the full bottle. I've had it a few times. This is my second favorite scent. This is the original Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. I have the little mini version. I had two others. I had the Tiger Lily one and the Orchid one. It came in a set of 3. I used those up. I'm on the original. This is my favorite, the classic Flower Bomb. I love the other scents. They smell really great. Would I purchase them in full size? Probably not. Would I purchase them in half size? Maybe. I mean, if I had $1 million, sure. But this is the one I purchased full size. So if you're in the market for a very floral, fresh, amazing smell, I would definitely recommend this one, the Flower Bomb. It smells so good. Oh my God. It just smells amazing. Oh, it just smells like some very, very happy memories for me, which is rare. So yeah, I love this smell. It's very floral, but it's a deep floral. It's not light and airy. It's not thick, it's not like overly thick. It's just a deeper floral. And it smells amazing. Like I always get compliments when I wear that perfume. Let's see. And it does smell really great. It matches really well with the unicorn. I just wish they would fix their formula to hold up a little better. Um, whatever Mega Babe's doing. So, okay. And we're going to move on to makeup now. I'm going to start with brushes. Because when you buy a brush, you know, you're pretty much buying it damn near forever or for a long, long time. I'll start with the expensive ones, the face brushes. Excuse me. I will go with the MAC 170 brush. Love this brush. It's my favorite foundation brush. And its little partner in crime, the 270 concealer brush by MAC. So they look exactly the same, just one's really tiny for concealer. So these are my holy grail makeup brushes. Can't live without. Love these. The Sigma Flat Kabuki, the F80, the old school OG, hyped up, like promoter, OG YouTuber guru brush. Like this is the original company that started sponsoring YouTube makeup gurus before like Morphe and all the other people got to them, you know, and everybody was like, Morphe 10, you know. I kind of dipped out before the Morphe craze came on. So everybody was still fangirling like brushes they actually liked, like a MAC brush, you know, because like when they're doing their own makeup without a camera, I have a feeling they're using MAC and Tom Ford and all that, you know what I'm saying? They were a lot more diverse and their brushes. And then magically, oh, I only use Morphe now over Tom Ford. Right. So, but I will say this, the original hyped up brush that they all started clouding was the Sigma. And this is the main brush that they all fangirled was the Sigma F80 Kabuki. It is worth the hype. I will say that. You know, they started going for the money rather than the quality of product. Now, from what I've heard, I've never used a Morphe product before. I've heard over the years that a lot of it was hit or miss. Like I said, I was like getting divorced, having to focus back on my career again, and working all the time, and just doing all that. So I did not have time to focus on all that. I came back to it a couple years ago to kind of see what happened all these years, and I had no idea Dramageddon happened. So, like, I had no idea Morphe happened. This was, you know, when I dipped out, it was Sigma and ColourPop. Like, Kathleen Lights was, like, fangirling ColourPop every other video. So, you know, and a lot of those companies, like, came out to be scandalous, and, like, Morphe, they went bankrupt, you know, like, they went bankrupt before I even found out everybody clouded them. So, yeah, so this is an actual quality brush for the price, and it's, you know, it was hyped up for a reason back in the day. Jaclyn Hill, this was her original OG hype clout brush, was the Morphe F80. So yeah, what's up, Boo Bear? Hey, babies. What you crying about, babes? I brush the MAC MAC 224 and 217. So taper brush and a blending brush. These are dirty. I need to wash them, but yeah. So these are like, I also love the 242. I don't have one on me right now. Hi, babies. It's just a flat. It works great for patting on eyeshadow on your lid, and also works great for concealer. Hi, babies. What's wrong? Hi, blue bears. What's blue? So we're gonna go into some more affordable brushes. The Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This is a holy grail. This was clouded before Morphe and all that. You know, this was the one where everybody like, you can afford this and it's great, because you can't afford it and it is great. Okay, but and the Real Techniques 400 brush. It's the blush brush. I have 3 of these. Use one for bronzer. Use one for blush. Powder. You know, they're very versatile. But I have 3 of these brushes, and yeah. They're just amazing. I really love them. Do I like other brushes over the years for blush? Yeah. We won't talk about my old makeup collection. I had a stellar makeup collection, but after my divorce, things went crazy. And, after Raider, he kind of wiped me out of everything I owned. My divorce wiped me out of everything I owned. I've had to restart a few times. So, um, it that's been really rough because I have to rebuy it and I pay for everything myself from work. And, that gets expensive really quick, having to rebuy your whole life. It gets really old really quick. So you just get to a place where you're just like, I'm just going to have the bare minimum and everybody can fuck off. I also like the Real Techniques setting brush. This is great for highlighter. It's also great for setting your under eye. So this is a great highlighter brush. Definitely recommend. If I was going to say you get any brushes, these are the ones I would recommend to you. Just to start out with, get the splurge on the MAC brushes. Get the 170, the 270. Get the 217, the 224, and the 242. And get the Real Techniques setting brush and blush brush. And you'll be set for your makeup, the average person. Are there more technical brushes out there? Yeah, I've owned a lot of those over the years, but just for run-of-the-mill everyday makeup, that will definitely get the average woman through. Cannot recommend enough. So, let's get on with makeup. My Holy Grail foundation, I've used this for 12, 13 years now. It is the Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation by Giorgio Armani. I love this foundation. It's my Holy Grail. There is no foundation that tops it. I haven't found it yet. This is my favorite foundation. Do I wear this in the summer? Fuck no. Not unless I know I'm for sure going to be in AC all damn day. And I know it's not going to sweat off me. I don't like to wear foundation in general, period, in the summer. I'm not a foundation girl in the summer. I tend to prefer to cover up my face with like my under eye circles and some bad spots with concealer and just kind of treat certain areas and be more light-handed. So yeah, we're gonna go on to my favorite concealer, the Dior Forever Skin Correct. This is my favorite concealer. You have to learn how to use it, because a lot of girls will be tempted to. I don't know why some girls are still doing that OG 2015 beat where you're like. I see it on TikTok and stuff all the time. And don't get me wrong, you know what? I fell victim to it myself back in the day. But not all the time. It wasn't my everyday look even back then. That was for like a full-on, full glam, like I'm beating my face down, baby, look. But even back then, I didn't wear my concealer like that daily or all the time. That was a rare occasion. And it just doesn't happen very much now. I might do a makeup video doing my old school beat. I don't have the same makeup I did, but I have similar stuff. We will go on to, another skincare product I missed. I know everybody loves the Laneige lip masks, and you can get them for half price or less at TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff like that. And I'm sure they're the same damn thing. It's kind of, wax and fragrance and colors. It's a lip mask. And it is mixed up a certain way. But I have the Walgreens version. It's just hydrating lip mask. A little goes a long way, but yeah, it's got a nice little dent in it, put some on now. It's definitely a good way to prep yourself. You need tea?
Yeah.
When you're prepping your skin and you just wash your face, you're super clean and out of the shower and everything, and you're prepping your skin for makeup, um, put this on first and put your lipstick on last. That way, this has time to sink in. And your lips are super moisturized before you put lipstick on. Or whatever lip treatment you're using for your makeup look. So that's a little trick you learn over the years, is to put something like this on first, chapstick, whatever you're using. But I like to use this and really rub it in, get it in there and let it sink in over, the course of you doing your makeup. So by the time you get to your lipstick or lip gloss or whatever you're using, it's sinking to your lips and your lips are moisturized. But I'm an all natural girly. I do have lipstick and stuff. I have nice lipstick. But I just like to wear this out usually. I'm not usually doing a very heavy makeup look these days, especially in the summer. I just don't have the patience for it. Speaking of skincare, I also forgot this. This is the Touch and Soul. It's a Korean brand, No Pore Bloom Primer. I really like this primer. It's amazing. It's mid-range. It's very affordable. It doesn't really have a smell. It's very lightly fragranced. And it smells more like skincare than anything. I really like this primer. It really does a really great job of holding up your makeup and filling in your pores and making your base look amazing. So that's another skincare product I would definitely highly recommend. So definitely when you get out of the shower, put your skincare on. I wouldn't wear this as a serum if you're younger. I'm 42. I have lines and wrinkles and other things, concerns to combat. So my skin can take something a little stronger because it needs something a little stronger. If you're like 40 and above, I would definitely recommend this routine if you're not super sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin. But I can't do this routine if I'm in a dry climate in the wintertime because my skin will turn red and get patchy and dry, if that tells you anything. But my skin produces more oil in more humid or, in the summertime and the hotter climate, spring and summer. Yeah, in the fall, if I'm in a typically dry fall climate, if I use this every day, my skin starts flaking. But if I use this in a humid climate, it handles it just fine. So if that tells you anything, if you're a dry girly like me or normal to dry, I should say, definitely try it out. But if you're in a very dry winter, deep winter climate, maybe skip out on it in the deep winter unless you're just using it once a week as a face mask. But yeah, summertime, humidity, sweat your balls off. Yeah, light layer of this, some Avene, or if you need a heavier moisturizer, but Avene or Cyclofate by La Roche-Posay, they're very thick. They're very thick moisturizers. I would definitely recommend that routine. Let that soak in, and then put some of that lip mask on after you've put your watermelon serum and your Avene on, and then give yourself about 10 minutes, and then come in, put this on, and start doing your makeup. I think these are honestly worth the splurge. Most women don't have massive makeup collections. So it's really just a matter, do you want quantity or do you want quality? Not everybody can afford to have like the Jaclyn Hill makeup room, or some of those other good, it's just not realistic. So, you have to get into what really works for you and your budget. These were birthday splurges. These were not like me, like, oh, I'm just gonna run off and buy Giorgio Armani. This is a birthday present to myself. These are presents to myself for specific things. This isn't something I buy, but a little goes a long way. And it's not like I'm wearing this every day or anything. You know, even at work, I don't wear this every day at work. I don't wear makeup every day at work. You know, I wear skincare every day at work. So, that's why I try to have it more in my budget and have it more budget friendly. So, mid range. Hey, 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 hey. Stop fighting all the time. Hey, Blue Bears. Stop it. You two don't listen to nothing. Hold on, he's beating her up. Hey, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. You're being a butthead. You're being a bully. Hey. Be nice. Hey, baby. Come here. This is being mean to you. That's right. Run off. You okay, baby? You okay, sweetie? So yeah, my life is taken over by kittens. so there's 5 of them, and they're always busy at the exact same time. So yeah, I mean, those are definitely splurges. So if you're in the market for a really nice foundation, really nice concealer, I definitely say splurge on the base products that are really holding the whole thing up, and splurge on skincare, splurge on the base products, because that's, if that's not going right, everything else is going to look a hot mess. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely like, I'm treating myself. Now you have to remember, some of this stuff was bought when I had a much different budget. So, what are my boobies? Oh, look at this. There's just always a kitten somewhere. So, crazy babies. Oh my goodness, I love you, but I can't wait to adopt you. Get you adopted. Yes, I'm done with the crazy mayhem in my house. Oh, I know, you're being held. What are we gonna do? Oh, you okay? Hey, puppy, I'm sorry. Oh, but he's chasing something else now. He's fine. So yeah, we will go into favorite blushes. Westman Atelier, her cream blushes. I have a few of the shades. This one's in Garçon. It's like a nice, pretty, deep mauve, purpley mauve color. That looks really good on my skin tone. I have like a lighter olive skin tone. I get pretty dark in like mid to late summer. I get really, really dark because I'm Native American. My dad's white, but my mom's Native American, clearly. And so, I get really pale in the winter, and I get really, really dark in the summer. So, yeah. This one's in the classic. Westman Atelier has like a signature shade. It's called Petal. It's like this really neutral, pretty pink. So it's just a very neutral pink color. I say it would look good on most skin tones, except for maybe like a really, 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 really dark, deep skin tone that might look a little ashy or a little off. But this would look good on all skin tones. Now, if you're super, super fair, I would definitely say a light hand, or it might look a little off on you. It might look like a bruise. But for, the average skin tones to even really deep skin tones, I'd say that would be really pretty. I love her cream blushes. I would like to see what she would do with a powder blush. I would be interested to see her formula and see how that would work out. I mean, she would have to come out with a banger, man. But yeah. I love her highlighters. I have 3. I have 3 highlighters. This is my favorite one. It's lit. It's just a really pretty, like sheer opalescent, glowy, very lit from within kind of look, but it's popping, it's banging, it's there. So I love a good highlight. But yeah, I mean, this is a like usually those white highlights, don't look good unless on darker skin. But I feel like this one would because I mean it's saying hello, baby. So I think it would be like a really cool ethereal look on a really deep dark skin tone, like just if you wanted to look like a fairy or something, like something very ethereal or a snow queen or something, having that vibe. I also have the petal highlight. It goes with the petal blush and the petal lipstick. And yeah, I mean, when you wear the petal cream blush, and the petal cream highlight, and the petal lipstick, I have all three. Yeah, you look amazing. Yeah, I mean, you just look so put together and just flawless, And Westman Atelier's products, definitely a major splurge. Like I said, very different budget. I'm like the rest of America. I have to buy skincare from Dollar Tree sometimes, but I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm buying, to make that work. So, and I'm not ashamed to keep buying it, even if I go back to normal. Hopefully, knock on wood. That's what I'm striving for. But I would still keep buying those because I was that impressed. Like they're great products. I'm not afraid to be a Dollar Tree soldier or a dollar store soldier. I'm very proud to shop at the dollar store because, like, cat food. If it's $5 a bag at the dollar store rather than $10 a bag because I just bought it at a grocery store. I mean, it's the same damn thing, so why wouldn't I buy it for $5? So, it's just logic. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that I prefer to buy at the grocery store and get at the grocery store, but toilet paper, things like that, it's all the same everywhere. So, I mean, I might as well pay less. Anyways, let's see here. Oh, Westman Atelier lipsticks. Oh, I didn't know which shade I picked. I just grabbed one because they're all beautiful. I have 5 of these. This is in the shade Hip. And it is a very, 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 very bright red. And these are pigmented. They're all matte, but they're like a moisturizing matte. They don't make you look dry. I am not in the place to be wearing rockin' red lipstick right now. So I will swatch this. That's one swipe. I mean, yeah, it's super opaque, super pigmented. I mean, her formula is flawless. And I don't know if you can see, it has little hearts on the bullet. The packaging is just like, you feel amazing. You feel like $1 million. And it's magnetic closure. And I would definitely say if you're in the market to splurge on something really nice for yourself, that's like, you don't need it, but you want it. I would definitely recommend Westman Atelier lipsticks. They're top notch. They're beautiful. I have one Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I have it in the classic Pillow Talk shade, her most famous shade. I also have the matching lip gloss, the giant lip gloss. It's ridiculous. Hold on. It's ridiculous packaging. It's just ridiculous. I love the packaging of her lipsticks. It's not my favorite packaging for lip gloss. I'm not really a pink bows and stuff girl. But I know the formula is amazing. So that's why I got this, because the formula is amazing. Are there better lip glosses for cheaper out there? I really like those Maybelline ones, those Maybelline lip glosses. Those are really, really great, and they come in a million colors, and they're way more affordable. But I mean, it's nice to have one really nice lip gloss, I guess. But I have the Pillow Talk. I am going to get Bitch Perfect. Haha, wink. So Yeah, yeah, I just didn't have enough time or money to sort it out. But yeah, I have the classic Pillow Talk shade. These are matte as well. Um, she has a beautiful matte formula. Um, Very moisturizing matte. Do I think West Antillion is better? Yeah, yeah, I do. Like hers are matte, but they're moisturizing matte. So are Charlotte Tilbury's. Don't get me wrong, hers are amazing, but they almost have a glow to them. They're matte and they glow at the same time. It's insane. It's just the most beautiful lipstick I've ever seen in my life. They're beautiful. Like seriously, if you're in a market for splurging on a want and you really don't need it, you just really want it, and you love makeup, I would definitely recommend the Westman Atelier lipsticks. Like they are worth every penny. They're amazing. So, if you're not in the market for that level lipstick and you're on a budget but you want the same thing, these new Maybelline, it's like this serum lipstick. It doesn't say what the exact, it's these new Maybelline lipsticks. I think they're called serum lipsticks. They have matte and satin finish. I got the matte ones to compare to my Charlotte and my Westman. Nice. They're really nice. They're a true matte. You can see how much more matte they are than those. These are matte, but that's like matte. That's flat matte. It's about the same color as Pillow Talk. This is the shade Crop Top. So, yeah, so these are the Maybelline Crop Top, or matte instant Crop Top. It's about the same damn near shade as Pillow Talk. It's right. It's a good dupe for it. So, I really don't notice a huge difference in the two. To be honest, let me put it side by side. I just want to look at it and see if there's really a huge difference in the formula. It feels amazing going on. It's really, really, yeah, I mean, the formula looks about the same. It has a good, like, MAC vanilla cupcake smell. You know how MAC lipsticks have that lovely smell? It has that similar smell, too. It smells really good. Yeah, it has about a similar finish to the Charlotte Tilbury. It's a shade darker, but it's right there with the Pillow Talk. If you're looking for a really good dupe, try the Maybelline, the new Maybellines in Crop Top. That's a really good dupe for a Pillow Talk. Because I mean, you know, I know Charlotte Tilbury's been very vocal about people duping her stuff and all that. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you know, she has to be realistic about economy, especially this world's economy, for starters. Secondly, she has to be really realistic about not everybody's in that budget. You know what I mean? Even if they're splurging and try to treat themselves, they're just not in that budget. Treating themselves is that. Like me right now, treating myself as Maybelline. You know, that would be treating myself right now. Because I have to be realistic about my budget, my budgetary limitations, and, you know, where I want to spend the money and where I want to save. But yeah, pleasantly surprised. I have another one. I have another Maybelline like that. Somewhere. Yeah. This one's satin finish. The satin finish are in the pink, light pink tubes. The matte finishes are in the, like, beige, grayish tube. This is in the shade Fit Check. These are the satin finishes. This is a really pretty, like, deep mauve. Really, really pretty. What the fuck? So, yeah, definitely recommend. My Holy Grail lip liners, the Rimmel Lasting Finish Exaggerate lip liners, my favorite shade, East End Pink. So when the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick started becoming all the rage way, way back in the day, the Pillow Talk shade, when I first really got into makeup, ow, don't bite my toe. Oh, you little booger. I couldn't afford the Charlotte Tilbury. It took a minute. And I wasn't in a place to, like, go Sephora crazy just yet. I went there. I went to that place, but this was years ago. But I started out with drugstore makeup because that's what I grew up with. My mom wore makeup and everything, but there wasn't a Sephora around when my mom was wearing makeup. She has some nice things, but it was a lot of drugstore. It was a lot of CoverGirl and Maybelline and things like that. So, I think a lot of women my age grew up with moms, they got CoverGirl and Maybelline and, the rare splurge. Higher end makeup has only been a thing really the last 20 years where it's really taken off. Among like the regular public. But yeah, so when I started experimenting and I wanted that shade, but I couldn't quite get it. I just didn't want to spend the money yet. This isn't exact dupe, but I would read that this was a good dupe for Pillow Talk. It's shade Easton Pink. It used to be called Easton Snob. They changed the name to Easton Pink. It's close. It's like I said, it's a little bit darker, but it's a little bit more pink than the Charlotte Tilbury. It's a little bit more pink than that. But this is my all-time favorite lip color. So I will put that lip mask on and just put this on and maybe like a little bit of lip balm on top, and that's all. Like I just fill my lips in with this, line my lips, fill it in, a little bit of lip balm on top, and that's it. And this is my lip color. It's really good at lasting. It wears really, really well. It's a really beautiful lip color. It's definitely a My Lips But Better color for pretty much, I would say, every skin tone, just about. Really any skin tone. I think it would look really pretty on, I think it's deep enough and pretty enough for even like deeper, darker skin tones. It would be pretty bright on somebody that's very fair, and it would be definitely a little bit more muted on somebody with a really deep skin tone, but I still think you could rock it. I mean, I think it's flattering for everybody. Also, something to know about Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, which I think was really cool of her, is she makes different shades of Pillow Talk. It's all in the same shade range, but she makes deeper tones for deeper skin tones. This is the classic Pillow Talk, which is made for like fair to medium skin. And then I wear the medium skin toned one when I'm tan. And then she has an even darker version for darker skin tones. So it's all the same shade range, but it's different tones for different skin tones of Pillow Talk. So there's Pillow Talk medium. I think she has a Pillow Talk fair, and I think a Pillow Talk deep. And there's like 4 different Pillow Talks. I thought that was cool of her. Let's see here. Is that everything? Did I get everything? I think so. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm rocking. My Empties, like the Dead Cool hand cream. If you're super loaded and you can afford to splurge that much kind of money on hand cream, and you're not having like to wash your hands every 2 seconds because you got 5 kittens running around, yeah, sure. I mean, it does moisturize. It is moisturizing. It's just, it didn't hold up to the level of hand washing I was doing. We had to break out the bag bomb, baby, from Vermont. So yeah, which is like $7 for a giant tin, and it's just salve. They put it on cow udders. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's for like the hardcore, like my hands are dry, man. And it's really good in the wintertime if you're in a dry climate. These are all emptied. Yay! I went through these super fast. I'm very excited to repurchase these. Repurchasing all 4 vials of these, $5 for all 4. So yeah, and trust me, they hold up to like the ordinary and mid-range stuff easily. This stuff, it's great for just the average hand moisturizing, great for having around in the office. It smells really good. And like I said, her perfumes are worth the splurge to me. And her body lotion, it's worth the splurge, but I only wear it like if I'm going somewhere really nice and I want my body lotion to match my perfume. Totally. Um, so I really, really smell good. Like I smell amazing. Because I had the Taunt perfume. I used to have the Taunt body lotion. And yeah, you get out of the shower, you put the Taunt body lotion on, you put the Taunt perfume on, you smell like $1 million. You smell, and Dead Cool's perfumes are really nice. They're all vegan, um, cruelty free, a bunch of other fun things. And a lot of it's like it's really all natural. Yeah, there's a lot of organic, excuse me, a lot of organic ingredients in these, and it is a really good hand moisturizer. It just doesn't hold up to the level of hand washing I'm doing with 5 kittens and scooping a litter box 5 times a day and all the other things I have to wash my hands for. So my hands were getting really crazy dry, even putting this on. So yeah, Bag Balm is literally just medical, like it's not medical grade, but it's damn near medical grade, like moisturizing salve. It's made in Vermont. It's all natural as well, and it's really thick. It's really greasy though. It's one of those things. It's great to put on your feet and put on your hands, and maybe put a plastic bag over overnight, and you wake up and you feel like $1 million. Really good for your elbows if you have dry elbows. Um, yeah. So those are my empties. Those are my faves. Um, those are things like staples that I just loved and love having. And lipstick, yeah, it's a splurge, but I mean, you have to think about how often you're really putting on. I know there's expiration dates, but who the fuck follows that? So I mean, besides mascara is one thing. Like, I don't do that every 3 months, but after every 6 months, or if I've had a tube that I have around that I haven't used in like a year, yeah, I'll toss it. Because it is your eyes, and you can really set up an infection. I mean, should I do every 3 months? Sure, but I do about every 6 months. Yeah, I do. I will toss out mascara, but yeah, everything else. I mean, yeah, if I've had something around for 10 years, yeah, I'm probably gonna toss it. But lipstick, you can have it for like 3 or 4 years and it's still perfectly good. You know what I mean? I'm not really tripping about it. My skincare doesn't last that long. 3 months tops. So, and most skincare comes in these little things where you squeeze the product up anyways and apply it, so you're not like getting your hands all in it. The Glow recipe is different. You can get a little scooper. I mean, I just kind of make sure my hands are clean and put my fingers in there, but it doesn't last that long. So yeah, this will last me about 2 months, maybe 3, depending on use. It lasts about 3 months in the wintertime, maybe 4, because I use it way less. But in the summertime, this might last me about 2 months. Because I don't just put it on my face, I put it in a few other problem areas I have, where I have more like congestion and things like that. Yeah, this will last, I mean, forever. Stop. I have a lot of other products, like my favorite types of powder blushes are Hourglass blushes. I love Hourglass. Hourglass is one of my favorite makeup companies. These are amazing, amazing blushes. This is the shade Mood Exposure. Yeah, so these are worth they're worth every bit of it. And if you're getting older, a lot of makeup artists say wear powder blush because it doesn't settle in creases and fine lines and things like that as much as cream blush does, and it applies better on aging skin. And and this is very definitely very glowy, but not like glittery, not like sparkly. It's just glowy. It's very glowy, lit from within blush. It's very sheer. Now, yeah, you can't even see it on me right now. Let me put it on my inner arm. My hands are all fucked up from kitten scratches. It does show up on my face really well. But on my regular skin, you can see this white swatch. Plus, this lighting's awful. But yeah, you can see a light swatch there. It's it's very glowy. It's very lit from within. My finger is kind of glowing right now because of the blush. And it has uh, they have like these face setting powders, like these glowing face setting powders. It's blush color mixed with a face setting powder. That's what that marbling is. Yeah, if you're like an older woman and you're looking for a really nice blush that'll give you like a youthful glow, oh, worth the splurge, every bit of it. Oh yeah, you'll look amazing. You'll just have just like a natural, beautiful flush of color glowing from within. Look amazing. Look like $1,000,000. Like I said, I'm not in the budget to afford a full bottle of this. This is like $120 for a full bottle. I can afford the mini bottle right now, and I got 3 of them. So 3 of them's $50, and I was like, yeah, it's worth that because I can experiment with some scents and see what I like. But I, of course, love the OG, old school, regular ass Victor and Wolf. This is definitely something like for a full bottle. If you're a normal ass person, you'd be like, wink, wink, I want this for Christmas or what, my birthday, you know what I'm saying? So, or, you're buying yourself a birthday present kind of thing or whatever. Definitely, if you're into floral scents, it's not like a super girly, like young girl. Young women can wear it for sure, but it's definitely not like, some of those fruity florals that, I don't know, just at my age kind of turn me off. This is definitely a deeper, more mature floral scent, and it smells like $1,000,000. It smells amazing. Oh, I love it. Yummy. Um, if you don't sweat and you don't have BO at all, definitely try that out if you just want to smell extra nice. But if you're a normal person that has, like, you sweat and you get BO after a day, like every other person on earth, I would skip it. It just, I'm an average person, unless I have some like really hardcore deodorant. I mean, not hardcore, but like the average secret, like secret deodorant, regular secret. That lasts about 2 days for me if I'm just chilling around the house, which is normal. But yeah, this lasts about 12 to 18 hours. So in the summertime, 12 hours. In the wintertime, it lasts about 18 hours. Um, yeah. So if you're in the natural deodorant game and you're just a normal average person with normal average sweating and BO things, like, a regular thing is secret, holds you up for 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Chilling, then I would definitely recommend Mega Babe. I like Mega Babe a lot better. And the Native if you're not allergic to baking soda, or Native Sensitive Skin if you are allergic to baking soda. Those are the brands I would recommend for natural. I just haven't really seen anybody beat those out yet. I'm sure there's other more amazing brands that have, but for the average consumer that can get their hands on it readily, at Target or Walmart or whatever, I would recommend those brands. Um, yeah, I mean, the Walgreens version is an amazing dupe for Glow Recipe. I can say that. Like, it really truly is. It's an amazing dupe. But this is the OG, like, I mean, for, higher end skincare, this is actually on the lower end in terms of price. And I love all their products. All their products are amazing. Like, seriously. I'm really excited to try their new watermelon cushion cream moisturizer. I do have my eye on that for when I can afford it. And I would have bought the Walmart version. They were just ran out, and I really needed this. My skin really needed it. I'd gone for a while without it, and my skin it was just getting to a place where nothing but this could repair it. So I cannot recommend this enough. If you're going to really splurge on any one thing, skincare and the Glow Recipe watermelon mask is my go-to. If you're super dry skin, I'm dry to normal. If you're super dry skin, I would say maybe try the travel size version. That's $20. But if you're dry to normal and above, and definitely if you're oily skin, you can rock this easily. But dry to normal, normal, oily, this is your best friend. The only people I would say maybe try out the travel size or try out a sample is like super dry skin people. And it's still really gentle. It's a very gentle exfoliator. It's all AHAs. It it has a nice light smell, but it smells like skincare. It doesn't smell like fruity. Like it didn't smell like that fake watermelon fruity that the Dollar Tree one had. And trust me, I'm very pleasantly surprised by what I bought at Dollar Tree, but that one just wasn't it. It was just a miss for me. Um, and the Dollar Tree one, they just like made gel based serum and moisturizer, threw an assload of watermelon smell in it, and threw an assload of niacinamide in it, and called it a day. And these have niacinamide in them, but there's a lot of other major ingredients going on here, and AHAs and all kinds of yummy things to do amazing things for your skin. The Walgreens ones does too, not as much as this one, but it's a very comparable dupe for $20. And or maybe try out the Walgreens version first to see how you like it. But yeah, this is the OG. If you're gonna splurge on any one thing I've mentioned, this is the one. It's always splurge on skincare. So yeah, those are some empties. Those are some kind of some things I've just like been, some OGs that I've had and been using for years and wearing for years. And some new players have come into the game, like the Maybellines. I'm really pleasantly surprised by that. The No Problem, really love that. Super impressed by some of what Dollar Tree is really doing. They've really amped their game up. I'm actually, I see those TikToks all the time. I'm actually interested in seeing a lot more of what Dollar Tree has to offer. I'm open-minded to anything, no matter how high or low it is in terms of skincare products. I am preferring to age gracefully and not use Botox. I've never had Botox. I've never had any plastic surgery in my life. I don't know why anybody would think that. Where did I ever have the budget for that? So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, I've always just had to take really good care of myself. And I've always been really, really very adamant about taking care of my skin. I've always had really good skincare products. And I've always tried things out. I do have staples, like the Glow Recipe and a few other things that I always manage, but...
Good.
But, yeah, I mean, I've just always taken really good care of my skin. But I've never had Botox. I've never done anything to my skin except take care of it. So, yeah, hope you found this informative. I'm just trying to get out of a very negative headspace because I am not happy. I am not somebody you jerk my chain around. I'm just not that person. And, it's just every time I turn around, it's something, and it has been for 3 years now. Having Raider in my life was one of the worst mistakes I've ever made. Even worse than that asshole. And he's a mistake. So, yeah, I mean, just the level of crazy that it's brought to my life, and when I met Raider, right before I started dating Raider, I was actually starting to get my life back on track. after years of crazy, insane abuse and bullshit and financial abuse that my family and my ex-husband had put me through. And then Raider just came in. Like I finally started being able to have like, savings in my 401k, savings in my savings account. I actually had some money saved up, and I was able to pay my bills and able to like afford food and bills and stuff. I was finally starting to get to a much more financially stable place. It wasn't perfect, but I was really starting to get back up on my feet. And Raider came in and blew my life apart financially, and of course every other way. And his financial abuse, he admits that's something he admitted to in court. That's a matter of court fact. It's not any secret like how badly I've been financially abused the last decade. And it's been a decade of it straight. That like nobody seems to get their ass under control. And listen, babies, I was married for a very long time. I was with my ex-husband for 18 years. I had friendships before they all broke down a decade ago, 20 years, all that shit. I have no problem with stick-with-itness and establishing long-term relationships or work relationships or any of that. The problem is you. That, and the facts are there. All the harassment, talking about my race, making drum rolls about my race, and just coworkers telling me to walk in traffic while Raider is sitting in jail still. Yeah, the problem is you. And there's no way around that, and you're not going to try to convince me, because like I've already been through that in therapy. And by the way, I've not been court ordered ever to go to therapy. I go to therapy and psychiatry all on my own accord. And I've sat there and done the classes and done the therapy sessions and done the drugs and the psychiatrist gives me and all the rest of it. And I've been through the ringer time and time again. And I'm like literally melting into the floor crying because I'm so depressed. Just crazy shit. And nobody can figure out how to get a handle on any of it because it's so bad and it's so rampant and it's so much all the time, always. And if you think I haven't like had the thoughts cross through my mind, and maybe I'm the narcissist, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. If you think I haven't had those thoughts cross my mind after all these years of therapy and psychiatry, you're out of your fucking mind. But yeah, sure, I've had the thought cross my mind a time or two. Maybe I'm the fucked up one, and then it's like, no, wait, they did all this shit to me. I'm just reacting because I'm a human being. So yeah, no, yeah, because see, the thing is like, I'm not the one going after people's race at work. I'm not the one threatening people with murder clowns and threatening to blow up their computer at work. I'm not the one telling coworkers that had just spent months having their ass beat to go walk in traffic, all in writing, no less. I'm not the one that's telling proven rape and abuse and kidnapping victims that they're acting like a Karen in writing or any other way. I'm not the one doing that to people. That is a psychopath, really. But sure, you're a fucking narcissistic piece of shit. And after so long and after so many years of it, I'm really sorry that you can't handle that I come off some type of way anymore. But that's really your fucking problem, not mine. And you need to get the fuck over it. And you need to make your peace with the fact that a lot of you are narcissistic piece of little shits. You're just little fucking pieces of shit. You always have been. You always probably will be. And get the fuck up out of my face about it. So yeah, I'm in a really negative place right now, mentally. Trust me, my psychiatrist and therapist, they know all about it. Yeah. They know about all of it. And time again, major depressive disorder. Major depressive disorder. I am disordered by depression. That's been backed up like 5 or 6 times by 5 or 6 different psychiatrists. Major depressive disorder, major depressive disorder, major depressive disorder. That has nothing to do with me being narcissistic. I'm not going to a therapist's office and crying, my mommy didn't buy me a Barbie doll that I wanted when I was 5. I'm so depressed. I am crying about my family pulled machine guns on me. My best friend made an entire website dedicated to ruining my marriage and my motherhood. I'm talking about my ex-boyfriend raping, kidnapping, and beating me and admitting it all in court, and going to jail and being investigated for prison. I'm talking about some very, and it's all a fact, it's all right there, and it's some very, very heavy, insane shit. Fuck off. But everybody else, I hope you found it informative. But the motherfuckers that are trying to come at me some type of way to try to turn tables and all your stupid shit, fuck off.